It is with pride that we present this Golden Reel Award film.
Hello. My name is Leon Ames. I'm an actor. You've probably seen me. I've been around a long time. And in all that time, I don't think I've ever had a part that has given me as much pleasure as this. Now, maybe that's because this little picture isn't about the usual things, like Joe in love with Lizzie and Lizzie in love with Jake and who gives a hoot anyway. No. This story is about that amazing and mysterious power that makes every living creature tick. Everywhere you look, you see a demonstration of energy, like me lifting this magazine, or you cutting a lamb chop, or Professor Einstein working on some complicated theory about what makes the world go round. Well, we can tell him what makes it go round. It's energy, cosmic energy. Of course, we can't tell him what energy is, but then neither can the good professor tell us. Still, if we don't know what energy is, we sure know what it does. It gives us our industrial power. It blows our noses for us. It grows our trees, and it cuts our grass. It makes jets go like this. And it twists our necks to watch them, like that. As meat cutters and butchers, as poultry workers and canners, you have a big hand in replenishing that energy, because science tells us that the quickest and best source of energy known to man is meat. You men are the custodians of that energy. You are the human agency through which all this potential strength must pass on its way to a waiting and hungry world. Hey, that's an interesting angle. Not that I thought of it. It comes right from your trade paper, The Butcher Workman. From Pat Gorman, your secretary-treasurer.
Let's never forget that one of the byproducts of our energy is pride. Pride in our work, in the dignity of it, the usefulness of it, the importance of it. As meat cutters and butcher workmen, as poultry workers, canners, sheep shearers, stockyards workers, and food store employees. Your labor supplies the vital energy that makes high purpose possible in every walk of life. So, give it your best. Do it well. Your job rates it. Your union rates it. Your own human dignity rates it. That's all, Miss Margaret. Send a copy to Mr. Jimerson and see if there's anything that he wants to add.
That's a good editorial because it's true. But it's not the whole story. Your work was always important, but it wasn't always recognized. 50 years ago, in your own father's time, it got a man nothing, either in dollars or dignity, because it was every man for himself, and every man for himself means no man gets anything. No one man can throw his weight against this world and chip off a piece for himself. His weight must be combined with the weight of other men to give it impact and power. Then, and only then, can he knock off a piece big enough for everybody. You men did it when you got together. And here is the living proof of it.
Anybody here? Dave? Dave Larson.
Who is it?
Oh, it's me, Dave. Charlie Kramer.
All right, Charlie. Be right with you. He's getting a shave. Your Gates.
I need help, Dave. I need it bad. I don't know which way to turn.
What's the matter, Charlie?
It's my kid. They've got him in the hospital. He's unconscious.
Unconscious?
I don't even know whether he's going to live or not.
Now, wait a minute. Take it easy.
They won't let me see him.
What hospital's he in?
City.
What kind of an accident?
They were in a car. He and a lot of other kids. I don't blame my boss if he fires me. There I was in the shop alone. I get this message. I just dropped everything.
Wait a minute. Now, take it easy. Now, what happened?
I don't know, Dave. All I know is what the police told me. He was in this car, see? He and 4 other boys.
Whose car was it?
I don't know, one of the kids. We don't own a car. That's how I know my Joe wasn't driving. Nobody was driving. They were playing some kind of a crazy game.
First guy to touch that's chicken.
Two of them were killed. The others ended up where those kids always end up, in the hospital. The first thing that Dave did was to get his union doctor to call an orthopedic specialist for an emergency operation on Charlie's boy. And while they waited downstairs to see how it turned out,
Charlie, just talk to your boss. He says not to worry about the job. I sent him over a replacement for the next couple of days.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
Forget it. Here comes the doctor.
Oh.
Hi, Dr. Weston. This is Mr. Kramer, the boy's father.
How is he, Doctor? How's my boy?
He has a very good chance.
Oh, thank God.
Take it easy, Charlie. Sit down. Doc, about the bill.
Yes?
Charlie here is covered for medical and hospital expense under a health and welfare program we set up with his employer. So you just send us the bill and we'll take care of it right away.
Right.
And thanks, Doc. Thanks a million.
It's all right.
Come on, Charlie. Let's go home. My wife's keeping supper hot for us.
Okay.
Well, what'd they say?
As good as can be expected. And they always say that. Oh, well. No news is good news. But you can believe me, Mrs. Larson, I'm glad. For the first time in my life, I'm glad my wife is dead, so she don't have to go through all this.
Oh, no, Mr. Kramer, you don't mean that.
No, maybe you're right. But maybe if she was alive, my kid would mind better.
Eat your supper, Charlie.
Maybe it's my fault. I keep telling him, don't hang out with those bums. Don't race around in cars. I keep telling him when I was a kid.
Look, Charlie, kids are no different today than they ever were. You and me included. They got a lot of energy to burn. And if they don't burn it up in a good way, they're going to burn it up in a bad. But you can't keep saying to a kid, don't. It's no good. It's negative. Look, you got to find some way for that kid of yours to get rid of all that extra juice he's got that he gets a kick out of. Just as big a kick as he gets out of driving a car 80 miles an hour. And furthermore, it's got to be something that, well, that makes him feel like somebody. He'd play that for him, Laura, will you? It's getting cold.
that's why Dave's got the job he has with your union today, because he can straighten out a mixed-up guy and help him to help himself, because he knows that a union is made up of countless individual human beings, and that the bigger and more powerful it gets, the more it has to watch out for those human values that give it its energy and its strength.
Look, Charlie, if your kid likes cars, then why don't you send him to one of those places where they show kids how to, how to fool around with stuff like that? Vocational training schools, they call them. I'll dig one up for you. Take him around, get him started myself.
I don't know why I should put all my troubles off onto you, Dave.
Forget it. You're a busy guy. Me, I got nothing to do.
Old stubble chin.
I've been trying to get a shave all day. I'll catch one right after supper.
Oh, no, you won't. You're going to bed after supper. No one is going to see you but me, and I don't mind whiskers. I think they're kind of nice. Hello? Yes, he is. Just a minute. Dave, telephone.
Okay.
Hurry, honey. I've got eggs on the stove.
Hello? Yeah, speaking it. Who? Oh, hello, Helen. What's the matter? Yeah? Yeah? Oh, he did he? Now, wait a minute. You're not going to do anything of the kind. You wait right there till I come. Yeah, sure, I'm coming right over. All right, goodbye.
What now?
Oh, it's that screwy foreman down at the general plant. He's picking on those girls again.
Aren't you going to shave?
I haven't got time.
What's the rush?
Those dames. That guy keeps needling them. He can make them walk off the job.
It's all taken care of.
Okay, where you been?
Where do you think?
What's so funny?
It's just funny, that's all.
Keep your cock eyes on your work and mind your own business.
Who's cockeyed? She is minding her own business. And anyhow, you got no right to talk to her like that.
Don't tell me what rights I got. You keep your big nose out of it.
What's my nose got to do with it?
Who watches your work while you're gone? That's what I want to know.
I do.
Well, if you can do 2 girls' work, maybe we don't need 4 around here.
Maybe you don't need any. Maybe you'd like to do it yourself.
Ah, shut up, both of you, and get back to work.
That does it. I'm fed up. You and me both.
Hey, ladies, what's up?
Oh, Dave, we've had enough.
We're taking a holiday. I've had enough insults for a
Wait
while.
a minute, what insults?
The same old thing.
Now we can't even go out and powder our noses.
He called me cockeyed. What is
wait a
it,
minute,
slave
now,
labor?
Take it easy, will you?
Why should we take it easy, Dave?
You promised us months ago that you'd do something about that guy.
All it does is get worse,
All
you
right,
know that.
all right,
We
now
gave
wait a minute,
insults.
hold it, will you, and listen to me. Now, of course you don't have to take insults. You're exactly right. I don't care what the reason is. But you don't have to get on your high horse either, do you? Now, if this guy's got a legitimate beef, I want to know what it is. And if he hasn't, we're going to lower the boom on him. But good, once and for all. Okay? That's a promise. Now, come on, girls, get back to you.
And don't let it happen again, Ollie.
Nice guy. Nice, easy-going disposition. No wonder the girls all love him.
Oh, sticks and stones, David. A few names won't hurt them. They'll get over it.
No, they won't. Not this time. This is a sore spot, Andy, and it's getting worse. And I don't think I have to tell you that this kind of treatment is bound to slow up production.
You heard me lay him out. You heard him promise to mind his tongue. What more do you want?
He promised twice before. Look, we got a personality problem here, Andy. This man just doesn't belong over a crew of women, that's all. Now, why don't you shift him over to another department?
I thought that was coming. You can save your breath.
But it makes sense, Andy. Look, I know how you feel about Crippen. I know you put him in this job yourself, but we all make mistakes.
I tell you, no.
Isn't it better to admit it and correct it?
I don't admit it, not for a minute. Ollie Crippen's a good man. He's a good company man. He's getting his work done, and he's going to stay right where he is. And you can tell those girls to quit their nonsense and stop aggravating him.
I'm not going to tell them anything of the sort, Andy. They don't deserve it.
Suit yourself.
All right. I guess I'll have to then, Andy.
And so the whole powerful machinery of a giant union is set in motion in the interest of 4 women among hundreds. The grievance committee has met on this same issue time and again. Reason has failed with management, and a suggestion for remedy has been positively rejected. The local can do no more. Clearly, this is a case for higher authority. Accordingly, Dave gets in touch with the vice president of the International at regional headquarters. It could be Maxwell or Lloyd or Belsky, or any of the vice presidents. They're all the real McCoy. In this case, it's a McCoy, all right, John McCoy.
Yeah, I'm just about to hop a plane. Yes, I'm headed for your neck of the woods right now. Oh, I don't know. It's about... Oh, I should be able to get there in just about 2 hours. What? Well, yeah, sure we can. You set up a meeting with management and we'll get right at it. Right. Yeah. I'll be seeing you.
Dave spends the next 2 hours setting up an informal meeting with management, assuring the girls that their case is getting prompt action, and hustling out to the airport to meet John McCoy. Dave briefs his regional vice president on all the facts of the case and is glad to learn that his action is approved. McCoy tells him that it's not because one isolated case of 4 women threatens the safety of the union. It's because the treatment these women have received violates a basic principle of all unions, the right of labor to go about its work free of malice, free of mischief, free of persecution. The executives of the packing plant have been most cooperative in placing themselves at the convenience of the union in this quickly arranged meeting.
And I think it's about time that we put a stop to it, because we're just trying to do our job well, and he just seems to be trying to make us uncomfortable.
Okay, Ruth.
And...
All right, Ruth, thanks a lot. That's fine. Thank you. Are there any further questions you want to ask, gentlemen? Anything you want to know from the girls other than what you've heard? I'll call Ollie in.
Don't you think the girls ought to be out here?
All right.
Ollie.
Thank you very much. That'll be all.
After hearing the girls' side of the case, Ollie Crippen is called in to give his version of their differences.
Well, Ollie, now suppose you just tell about it in your own way. Why don't you and these girls hit it off?
I don't know. I guess we would hit it off all right if they just do what I tell them to. But, well, I just don't seem to be able to manage them. They're always horsing around and laughing and going out to powder their nose.
Do you suppose that maybe it's because they're women that you have trouble handling them? Think you'd get along better with a crew of men?
I don't know. I can't say. Being put over anybody is kind of new to me. But I know my business. Nobody can say I don't.
Oh, there's no question about that, Ollie.
Well, they don't think so. Now, you take my last job. I got along fine. Nobody told me what to do, and I didn't have to tell anybody else what to do. I got my work done, and there was no kicks, no aggravations, neither. And then I get this promotion. I get put over these dizzy dames, and, well, all of a sudden, everything goes haywire. To tell you the truth, I'd rather do a job myself than to have to tell somebody else how to do it.
And so, under the regional vice president's sympathetic questioning, a deeply important fact is brought to light. Ollie Crippen's difficulty is not that he has women to deal with, but that he is by nature unsuited to telling other people, men or women, what to do. An expert workman himself, he's not a good manager.
Yes, I think we understand, Ollie. All right, thank you very much. Well, there it is, gentlemen.
I don't think we got a problem here, now that we understand it.
Oh, I don't either. Ollie's a good man. He's just in the wrong job, that's all. Only trouble with transferring him is the wage scale. I'd hate to see him set back.
Oh, I think we can find something for him so he won't be hurt. What do you think, Andy?
We'll look around.
You really handle that, John. Pretty smooth.
Don't let's kid ourselves, Dave. It's not me or you, and even those top guys in Chicago who get these things ironed out. It's the union. Don't forget, every time we walk into one of these sessions, there's 250,000 men who walk right in behind us. Every one of them looking for a fair shake. And all of them together with the power to get it.
I wish I could put it that way.
You're doing okay. All you need is a shave.
Well, what's the matter with right now?
Nothing.
What's the consolidated deal? That ham boning hassle?
Yeah, I'm supposed to sit in on a meeting tomorrow. That's why I came early, so you could give me the lowdown on it.
Well, I can't talk with a mouthful of lather.
Now, look, you and I have got a dinner date with the vice president of Consolidated in just about 40 minutes. I don't want to look like a fool in case he brings the matter up.
Okay. I might just as well join the house of David and grow a full-grown beard. Well, let's see. It's about 2 weeks ago. I was over at the Consolidated plant, and the shop steward told me about a workload complaint filed by 2 young members. They were working on a ham boning operation. And it seems that until recently, the men not only took the bone out of the ham, but they also stitched up the opening. Doing the job that way, each man processed the required number of hams in an 8-hour day. Well, so far, so good. But then an order came through that from now on, they could forget the stitching operation. That part of it would be handled by another department. Only now, and this is the gimmick, since they were relieved of the stitching, each man's boning quota was up 10%. Well, the boys figured there was some catch in it, that the company was pulling a fast one on them and increasing their workload. And boy, were they sore. Okay, now I'm back to where I started, where the shop steward told me all about it, from the men's angle. But I wanted to get the company's angle before I talked to the men myself. So I went straight to Harry Purvis' office. He's the plant manager, and I hashed it all over with him. And boy, was he ever hot. That guy can talk the legs off a brass pot. And every last thing he said, technicians, reports, and all, he had right down there in black and white. Well, the men had just broken for lunch, and I figured this was a good time to catch them.
Oh, am I hungry today?
You and me both. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. Wait a minute, Will. Max? Look, boys, I may as well give it to you straight. The company's got its back up about this. I just saw Harry Purvis, and he's hotter than a baker's apron.
So what?
We're
Let
hot,
him be
too.
hot.
He says that you're not doing any more work, that you're actually doing less.
What does he know about it?
Yeah, we're doing the work. Well, keep your shirt on. I'm just telling you what management says.
Management. If I cut my hand, does management bleed for Pete's sake?
Now, you listen to me. They got a time and motion study on this. They got in experts.
Sure, we saw those big brains around here clocking us.
Yeah, what does that prove? Well, it just proves that they're going to go to the mat with us, that's all. And we'd better be pretty damn sure we're right before we tangle with them. They say this involves a violation of the master agreement. So, if you want me to go ahead with this, it means I got to bypass the state office and the regional office and go right on up to international headquarters.
So what?
That's all right with me. Take it.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, boys. That's the way you want it. I'll call Chicago right away.
Go ahead, call.
That's about it, John. That's all I know about it. It's up there in the head office right now. I wonder how Dave Dolnick will handle it, or is he sending Grayson out?
Grayson, I think. Holy smoke, we're late.
Oh, go ahead. Will you order for me? I'll be right along.
Anything special?
Yeah, a nice, big, thick, juicy pillow. And some smothered telephones on the side. Be seeing you.
Dave said he felt like a heel not answering that phone, but he convinced himself it was somebody calling a wrong number. Anyway, he got a shave, and the next morning he was out at the Consolidated plant along with McCoy and Grayson, the executive from international headquarters. After a preliminary talk with management, Grayson headed straight for the 2 young members who had filed the complaint.
Al, Alex, Max, well, this is Dick Grayson, our international vice president. Come on, fellas.
I've just been talking with the company about your case, and they seem to be pretty darn sure of themselves. They base their argument mostly on facts and figures furnished by their own technicians.
Well, you don't bone hams with facts and figures, mister.
You're absolutely right. And that's exactly what I told them. Still, I don't like snap judgments, not even my own. And I don't like taking the company's word for it either. I think their technicians might be a little bit biased, don't you?
They ought to be. The company's paying them.
Well, I wouldn't put it that way exactly, but these industrial engineers are no different from the rest of us. They do make mistakes sometimes, and this might be one of them.
Why not let us bring our own technicians out here, make our own time and motion study?
I think we should, in fairness to these men and the company, too. They want the right answer just as much as we do, and we can't get that until we have some agreement on the facts. But if we do get our own experts out here, we've got to accept their findings. Is that okay with you?
Suits me. Yeah, I'll go for that.
The union's technicians came and went. They made an exhaustive time and motion study of the work. And their report was carefully checked and rechecked against the report of management's technicians. The results proved beyond any question of doubt that in this case, the company was right and the men were wrong.
That's why we're not going to fight this thing, boys. In this particular case, your workload has not been increased. If anything, it's less.
But if you get more tired, you get more tired, don't you? Ain't that overloading?
Why can't we go back to the old way, even if it is more work?
Because we've got a contract with the company. And that contract provides that we will not interfere with their business productions just as long as they live up to their agreement.
Still in all, if we have a strong union, we ought to be able to make them see it our way, oughtn't we?
We don't operate like that, son. We don't blackjack anybody into seeing things our way. We are strong, but we are not strong-armed, and there's a mighty big difference. When we give in, it's because we're wrong, and not because we have to. It wasn't always like that. There was a time when we backed down because we didn't have the strength to fight. And it was a mighty bitter pill to swallow, you can take it from me. But they didn't beat us then, and they're not beating us now. We didn't get to be the size we are by losing fights. So don't tell me if we got a strong union. This union's always been strong, even when the cards were stacked against it. And for years now, it's been as strong as any union in this whole nation, and stronger than most. Why, just a few weeks ago in New York, and again down in Kentucky, we ran smack up against the same kind of thing. Cases just like yours. 2 plants, big ones, and hot arguments about overloading. We bent over backwards to be reasonable, but the hard nut of the matter was, management was wrong. They wanted it all their own way. They said, that's how it is, that's how we want it, and you can take it or leave it. You don't talk to our union that way. We left it all right. We left it cold. We closed those plants up tighter than a drum. Every day was Sunday in those places till management saw the light. They wanted a test of strength, and we gave it to them. And if that's the kind of strength you mean, we've got it, and we'll use it when we have to. But strength alone is no reason for a man to grab everything in sight. Grab and greed are the very things we organized ourselves to fight against in the first place. Strength isn't just a matter of muscle or manpower. There's something else goes with it. The obligation to use it fair and square. A union has got to be strong enough to step down when there's a reasonable doubt about its position. It's got to have power enough to yield if that's the right thing to do. That's real strength because it makes friends and not enemies. And every friend you make is just that much more strength you have when you've got a real fight on your hands and a good cause to use it in. Your cause isn't good enough, boys. We've proved that to our own satisfaction. We're ready, willing, and eager to go the whole way with you anytime you're right. But this time, you're not right. And you said you'd stand by the findings of our own technicians. What do you say now?
Well, If that's it, I guess.
I'll buy it, mister.
That's another kind of strength, moral strength. And don't undersell it, because that's the kind of strength the whole world is looking for today. It's another product of energy. The kind of humane energy that takes a butcher's kid off the streets and gives him something to do that makes him happy and makes him a good citizen besides. Today, Charlie Kramer's boy is in line for a union scholarship, and then there's no limit to how far he can go. He'll probably wind up as an engineer in the automotive industry or a top-flight executive. Yes, his old man belongs to a union that has a heart. A union that has the courage to stand up to management and to protect the rights of its members to go about their work free of abuse. And that has the brains to solve the problem of the man who caused that abuse. A union that has the moral strength to side with management on occasions when its members are definitely wrong and make those members see the justice of its position. Strength and energy. Energy and strength. They're one. They're inseparable. They make this old world go round. And the way they make it go round, for better or worse, is the whole measure of our civilization. Your union is proud of the part it plays in...